These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording Thursday, September 14th. And last podcast, or one of our recent podcasts, we asked you for video ideas, the audience. And Joey Spatula's hit us with talk about what each member, top 8 member of the rotation, Celtics rotation, should improve upon heading into next season, or what they should have worked on this offseason. We decided to turn it into a 3-thing series, talking about 3 things every member of the rotation or core member should be improving upon. We put out the Jaylen Brown video. We did those. Now we're moving on to Malcolm Brogdon, the other topic of conversation this summer. Obviously, was going to be thrown in the Kristaps Porzingis trade until the Clippers entered the rat list permanently and decided to break everyone's heart.
Rats.
But now Brogdon is back.
Except for Ballmer.
Ballmer's cool. He's fine. You can say. Brogdon repairing the relationship with the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla talked about that at the press conference, but he is back in Boston, and we have 3 things. And let's just start with the one that we also use for Jaylen Brown, which is defense. Brogdon's never been known for his defense, but if the Celtics are going to be at their best, they need to lock in on the defensive end, especially with Marcus Smart gone, because last year you had 2 all-defense caliber guards on the roster in Derek White and Marcus Smart, and now you only have 1. I'm not saying Brogdon can get there. I don't think he can get there or even close, but if he can become a better defender, it would definitely help make up for the loss of Marcus Smart, which is important.
Sure would. Back in 2018-19, Brogdon was a very good defender. He's definitely capable of it. He got 25 all-defensive votes that season, which is not 0. It's not bad. I would like to see him get back to it. He's capable. He has good size. He's going to need to help replace Smart, like you said, like we mentioned in the Jaylen video. If this one doesn't go out before it, then
Jaylen's coming out first. Don't worry.
Bleep it. That'd be kind of funny if I just bleeped it.
I already mentioned that we did a Jaylen video. You're good.
Okay. His Hall of Fame probability, according to Basketball References, is 0.0. It's kind of fucked, but it's neither here nor there. Yes, defense is always important. I said it in the Jaylen video. I'll say it now. If they just try on defense, it gives them probably plus 7.5% chance of winning at the very least every single game, especially in the playoffs. Just don't do bonehead things. Is it that much to ask? It'd also be cool as if his forearm didn't hurt.
Yeah, that would also be pretty
cool. There's only
so
much we can say for defense, but yeah, he did get all defensive votes, so he's capable. Don't be fooled.
Yeah. Just he doesn't even need to be like an all defensive guy. Just be a plus defender. Just be a better net positive defender. That's all. Even if it's just the tiniest sliver above average, just be better. Just be that little bit better. The next thing is lobs. Just please
throw them.
Please throw the lobs. So many times you could go through and find the clips. I didn't, and I'm not going to now. How many times did Malcolm Brogdon miss Robert Williams on the roll and just either kicked it out or took a midi or took a float or something? Not only does he have that now, something we haven't talked about because he's not the most athletic, lobs to Kristaps. Going to be a real thing. Dude, 7'3". He can just stand up there. He can just stand and put his hand up and catch it.
I wonder how close he is to touching the rim without jumping.
He probably can. I bet that he can get pretty damn close. Just please, Malcolm Brogdon, by the way, I talked about this ad nauseum, is a great playmaker. He averaged 7 assists a game in his second to last year in Indiana in 54 games. He's a great playmaker. And in the Warriors series last year, whole thing, get more playmaking. And then they didn't use Malcolm Brogdon as a playmaker. And I think a lot of my issues with them stem from that decision from the Celtics and Joe Mazzulla and the coaching staff, rather than just Brogdon himself, because he wasn't used in the role where he was allowed to be the playmaker. And I hope they do that a lot more this year because he's a great playmaker. But that said, in order for Brogdon to be the best passer, the best playmaker that he can be, he has to throw the lobs. Please, just chuck him up there. Please.
Especially when you have such great weapons. Like you said,
that's what I'm saying.
Rob, maybe an all-time lob catcher, Robert Williams.
Up there.
If you just get it within the height range of the backboard, he's going to be able to dunk. Porzingis might be a little bit more of an ask. It's all right, get it somewhat close to him and he might be able to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Use these guys.
Yep.
They're so effective. Do it. It's such an easy basket. It's a safety valve. Brogdon is good at getting to the rim. Like you said, he's a good playmaker. He has averaged a lot of assists throughout his career, at least a respectable amount. Take advantage of this. It's going to be so easy for Brogdon to get good looks inside, whether it's for him or somebody else, because of how talented the Celtics are. You saw it all last season.
New FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed. Plus, all customers who bet $5 will get $100 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube at YouTube TV.
Yep, 100%. Just please, just throw the lobs. That's it. Period.
There really is like not as much analysis to be had with these. It's like,
No.
okay, agree. It's like we both like fist bump and move on.
Just throw the lobs. Fist bump the camera. Last one, finishing. Malcolm Brogdon was terrible around the rim last year. And the whole joke was like, I'm looking right now and I'll find it as we talk. The whole thing was, he misses some layups. No, truly, Malcolm Brogdon was just straight up bad around the rim last year. Like he was
head scratchers.
I'm gonna find.
They definitely lost playoff games because he missed layups.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna find the rims right now. I'm gonna look at in the restricted area. But I remember at one point in the postseason last year, I can't remember when I looked at the numbers, but I was up in the media area and I was talking to Bobby or Cam or somebody, and I was like, I wonder where it is. He was like second to worst among all active players at field goal percentage. He was shooting like 54% in the restricted area. That's it was horrible. It was.
In fairness to Brogdon, I'm kind of bad in the restricted area, but I'm also not an NBA player.
You're also not paid $20 million, so it's
call me.
It's
as simple as asking. I'll get paid $20 million
in the playoffs last year. So I looked at preseason. I was going to say it. There's no way. Brogdon
How
shot
was he in the preseason check?
83% in the restricted area.
Very good.
Yeah. Playoffs 50%. On 2.5 shots a game, he made half of his shots. That means once a game, Brogdon was in the restricted area and missed a layup. Once a game.
That hurts.
1.3 times a game, actually.
Especially if you want to like go back and look at the close games the Celtics lost. Let's say they lost at the buzzer to Trae Young. They lost at the buzzer to James Harden twice.
Yep.
Right. So it was at 3. The Miami game 6 he didn't play. Game 7, they really could have used a couple layups from him when he came in, and then the whole game changed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Miami series, I guess you can chalk it because his forearm was torn.
He missed 24 shots in the restricted area in the postseason.
Impressive. For Kobe.
24. For context, Jaylen Brown shot 67%. Jason Tatum shot 69%. For a center, Al Horford shot 89%. Brogdon shot 50%. And I'm curious, just because I want to know, like, what is that in relation to everybody around the league? I was just looking at, the Celtics field goal attempts. We're going to go at least he took 48 attempts. So we'll go at least 40 attempts in the playoffs. Of players who shot at least 40 attempts in the playoffs, Brogdon had the worst field goal percentage. By a wide margin. It was 50%, and then 56% was the second worst.
If you want to talk about committing to the bit, look no further.
Mm-hmm.
The joke's on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
The Brogdon trade happened last June, and we were all like, they're going to win it all now.
Yep.
Wrong.
Regular season, by the way, 56.9%. Not much better, especially over the course of an entire season. Took 202 shots. Yeah.
Can you look to see what it was the season before when he was with the Pacers?
Yep.
Or like for his career? Whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this first. 202 attempts, made 115 of them. Of players who took at least 200 attempts in the paint, Malcolm Brogdon, 5th worst in the league. Context, Trae Young, Jalen Green, among the others. Not very efficient players in the paint. The season prior, 21-22, with the Pacers, Brogdon, in the paint, restricted area, shot 59.5%. So maybe he's just never been great at finishing in the paint. Maybe that's never been his strong suit.
Okay.
Year prior, 53%, 51%, 60%. Never been very good at finishing in the paint.
All right.
But
fair.
Over the course of a playoff run, if you're shooting 50%, gonna hurt. So Brogdon, make your layups a little bit. And it's not even like he's like taking contested shots. He just missed a lot of open layups. He just missed a lot of layups. And to make matters worse, playoffs this past season, non-restricted area in the paint, he shot. What's going on here? Not much better. He shot. Oh, it's because
He was bad in the playoffs.
I was looking at Milwaukee. I was like, wait a second, why is this like this? Yeah, no, he shot, I believe 30-something%, 36% from the mid range, 44% in the paint, non-restricted area. Not very good. Was not efficient in the playoffs. So Malcolm Brogdon, number 1, defense, get better on defense, help make up for the loss of Marcus Smart. Number 2, please God, throw the lob to Rob. That was tongue twister. Just throw it, please. And 3, layups. Layups, lobs, and defense. It's not a third L, but it's fine. But yeah, anything else from you, or we get there? We wrap it up?
No, I think we nailed it on the head pretty well. Honorable mention. Do we have one?
I was trying to think of that because we had one for Jalen. Honorable mention is not to do with Brogdon. Just let him be a passer more. Let him play make. I think and that's more of a team thing. But he is a great playmaker. Let him pass a little bit. But if he's gonna pass, throw the lob. You have to pass. If you're gonna be allowed to pass, you got to pass. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. Also continue to shoot the ball well. He shot really, really well last year, and it's probably not sustainable. But also carry that into the playoffs. Maybe make your threes in the playoffs too. He didn't shoot very well, but there was one game.
Maybe don't be a prick to Missoula.
Also true.
Yeah. Don't be a prick to Missoula.
He shot kind of well from 3 in the playoffs. Like he shot, but he 6 of his makes for shooting 36%. Like 6 of 8 in one game. So it was other games I forget. Anyways, don't be a dick to Missoula. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe to How About Them Celtics. Let us know players you want to see next. We're going to try to do the top rotation guys, but we'll get through them. I'll let Sam take it out.
Yes, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Don't miss any of our daily uploads. We're trying. You can find us on playback.tv. Join the community. You can chat with us or something. That's how it works. We'll be doing streams there. You can watch games with us live, and you can commiserate when they inevitably piss me off. You can also find us on socials at How About Them C's. That's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook is just naming the podcast. You can check Twitter and Facebook for our uploads. They will be there. Links to bring you here. You can follow Jack on Twitter at JacksMoneyBay. You can follow me at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.